Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Guess where I'm at? I'll give you one guess. Yes, I'm at the cemetery. I was going round and around about where to go. I parked today, and I still had to go to the store to get cat shit, And what's funny is I was thinking, as you hear the drilling in the background, the most peaceful place, the most quietest place with the least amount of humans, living people I can go is the cemetery. And it's been a while. And about 2 weeks I've been here, but I haven't been able to sit down for a while because of the snow and rain and all that. And so this is the most peaceful place. I've literally been about 45 minutes. I kind of dozed off too, staring at the sun and watching the clouds. And I dozed off, and I was talking to my ancestors, and I was talking to them about their courage and their strength, and I heard them say, "You've gotten the furthest than anyone in our whole line, our whole lineage of healing and breaking generational cycles and traumas and deep-rooted things in our family bloodline, and how they never imagined I would come this far or anything would be able to be broken." And I said to them, I said, it was your courage and your strength and your willpower as well that has gotten me this far. Yes, I've done the healing work, but I've also used the attributes of my bloodline, of my ancestors and family line, whatever you want to identify, to go inward and to heal. And I got this beautiful visualization and download that I'd like to share with you. It's just of my understanding and how I see it. And so when I was talking to my ancestors about breaking those cycles and healing and how intricate it is, I was shown like this tree, not a big tree, and how a lot of us, I'll speak for myself, thought that healing and breaking cycles was just getting to the root of the problem, just going, taking the trunk of the tree, not even like a really big tree, and here's a big fucking hawk right in front of me. I always thought that's how healing was. It was, and behind my car, there he is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see it? Hi. O-M fucking G. Oh, I hope that, I don't, oh. You can see it. This could be the whole video of this. I don't care. Wow. Okay, well. Oh my gosh, there's two. One there, and he's in the background. This is the guy that's been. And I always thought healing was just going straight down to the root and just like pulling it out, right? And so I was shown how in reality, what tree roots and, looks like underground is that the root just doesn't go down. It spreads out, right? And for so long, I was just trying to do healing, just pulling it by the root, not realizing, I thought that, well, if I didn't drink too much, that I wouldn't become an alcoholic, like the long lineage of my family of addiction, specifically alcoholism. And so, of course, my mind, I thought, well, I just be mindful of how I drink or what I drink. This was like in end of high school and in early days of hair school and all that. And so I thought that was breaking the cycle of like doing the opposite of it. It could be like, people don't want to have kids because of how their parents were to them. I mean, that wasn't for me, but I'm just giving other examples. Some people won't get divorced because divorce runs in their family. They think by not getting divorced that breaks the cycle, right? And so that's how I always thought, very linear, like up and down, black and white almost. And so then I was shown like how the roots, they expand, and that's how our generational trauma is, or these things that happen in our family bloodlines that we think that we're like pulling the root out, but in actuality we're not really dealing with it as a whole root system. So let's say the addiction part. Someone says, well, I'm not going to become an addict because people in my family were. And so there's that root, right? And so they think they cut that root, that piece of that root off. Like, that's not going to happen to me. But if they looked closer, they'd have to look at why there was addiction in their family, right? Because there's another little bronchial, I don't know the right terms, but, more roots, smaller roots, I know there's a better name, that go down to another larger root system, right? And so if they think they don't become an addict, then they've healed that, not realizing that in their family bloodline, a lot of people became addicts because of the trauma they suffered as children. Some were SA'd, some were trafficked, some were in unhealthy relationships with their parents, or whatever it is, and that's what caused the addiction. The addiction was a symptom of a deeper rooted thing. And so by then looking at how far that root goes and say, okay, let's backtrack this root. Where did this root stem from? Where did the addiction stem from in my bloodline? And looking at those individuals, so be me looking at my grandparents or my aunt and uncle, where did their alcoholism come from? What happened to them in their childhood that created this addiction, or that led them to addiction? Because addiction is a blanket symptom of a deeper thing. Deeper healing and spirituality, and there's a lot there. And then so by tracing back of where that possibly came from, let's say it was sexual abuse, you can then completely cut off that part of the root. And that's why, when you go to repot or uproot a small tree or plant, wherever, you have to dig so many inches around it to cut around it. I don't know if that's a pot or to remove it. I'm sure it's both, but I don't work my word. But there is where you dig, so many inches outside of the trunk system because of the roots that may have grown different. They just don't grow down, they grow all around. I hope this is making sense, because I see it all in my mind's eye. And the words are like on the branches and on the root system, but that's how it's visually being shown to me. So it's like trying to read the roots. Reading your roots, reading your bloodline, going further back. Getting to the stem, the roots of what the trauma really was, where it stemmed from. And then having to heal that for a few generations, not just yourself. We're out of time. Perfect.